Hey, it's Jack from Jack Gately Real Estate and the Online Real Estate Academy. There is a new Twitter account and Instagram and blog out there that is basically, how do I want to describe this? It's a combination of libs of TikTok meets the Human Rights Campaign. I think that's the best way to think about it. And what they're doing is taking screenshots of Realtor social media posts to show or to suggest that they violate Standard of Practice, Realtor Standard of Practice 10-5. 10-5. You'll remember, I'm not a realtor. I'm not subject to this provision, but lots of people in our business are. And basically, they're trying to expose people's own Facebook and Instagram type posts to show that they're in violation of this policy. Let's take a look. So here's the blog right here, 10-5.blogspot.com. So it's just an anonymous account. We don't know whether this is by an individual or an organization. And it's just set up on Google Blogger. You know, it's very straightforward. It's nothing special. But what they're doing here is, let's just pick up this particular post here. Kathy Hopkins, whoever she is, in San Antonio, she's a member of the association, sends racist email to Lincoln Project scholar. All right, so we're not going to get into the details of this, or this particular case, but you get the idea of what's going on here. Jack, I forgot. What is 10-5 again? It was a policy that was revised and adopted in May of 2021 by the National Association of Realtors. It was fairly controversial, and I think this is the money quote here. The standard of practice is based upon a very particular types of speech that are directly or connected to protected classes: race, color, religion, sex, disability, family status, national origin, sexual orientation, or gender identity. You're not allowed to direct, as a member of the association, harassing speech, hate speech, epithets, or slurs towards any of those protected classes as a member of the association. That seems pretty straightforward, but I think one of the things that most people don't understand is that this is kind of like a wraparound provision, in that it's 247-365. It applies to all of your communication as a member of the association, not just your professional conduct or your professional communication. It applies to your entire life, and I think that's where a lot of people have some issues with it. Plus, at least the way I look at it, what is hate speech? I kind of like to use a Major League Baseball analogy here. You know, there's this old cliche in Major League Baseball that says any team is going to win a third of their games, going to lose a third of the games, and their season depends upon the middle third and what they do with that. And if you look at the Major League standings, that's usually true on any given season, except for this year where Oakland and Kansas City, they're actually both below 300. They stink. But anyways, I think that's the case. You can see many blog posts on 10-5 where they're like, clearly, oh, that is hateful. That's like open and shut case hateful. Then you're looking at some of the other things that they point out at 10-5 and they're like, I don't know, that seems like a legitimate policy position. And then there's a lot of stuff that's in the middle. And that's where you get in difficulty when you're trying to regulate speech. Take this post from 10-5. Now, our Facebook Pride Month post brings out the trolls. So it's about a Pride post that the National Association put out, and there were 34 angry emoji reactions to it, according to 10-5, and 6 found that it was funny. Obviously, this lends to the question, this is 10-5 saying this, does an emoji reaction to a post constitute hate speech under section 10-5? And the author of this post admits that, honestly, I don't know. Well, I don't know either. And the problem is that you have to ask that question at all. You have to ask a question which, is not really easily definable. So you're risking your career, effectively, your livelihood, over a policy which is, hard to define. Now, the author of this blog takes an expansive definition of what could be a violation of 10-5. Usually, if we apply this definition, in other words, the association is using the dictionary definitions of hate speech, epithets, slurs. They're using those definitions. And according to this blogger, I think we can find a whole lot of things easily constitute the definition under the existing guidance. Once again, it seems incredibly subjective. What's another interesting aspect of this regulation or rule, a standard of practice, is that you do not need to be a member of the association to file a complaint. In fact, you can just be a general member of the public. So it seems that, I know, and it seems like it's just another step before either individuals acting on their own or more of a organizational activist situation takes these anonymous blog posts from 10-5 and actually systematically starts filing complaints against these realtor members. And you might be watching this and say, yeah, they should file a complaint. But careful what you wish for, because there's somebody else out there that is watching your social media post and they're saying, you know, as far as I'm concerned, you just violated 10-5. And you're like, what? And then they file a complaint again. Where does this end? You know, really, it could get very interesting and divisive. All right, so in the meantime, we will keep you posted. I'm Jack Gately from Jack Gately Real Estate and the Online Real Estate Academy. Have a great day.